So in today's video, we're going to talk about whether or not you should get the Apple Watch in stainless steel or aluminium, or for my American friends, aluminum. So this is a question I had when I first bought an Apple Watch a couple years ago. Should you go for the aluminium or the stainless steel? Now at the time, it was my first Apple Watch, so I just bought the aluminium version. I since sold that watch and now I have the stainless steel version. So the second Apple Watch I bought, I decided to go out and buy the stainless steel. So further on down this video, I'll actually explain why I went with the stainless steel and not the aluminium, which I had before. So let's look at the differences between the aluminium and the steel versions of the Apple Watch. Let's start with price. So the cheapest version of the Apple Watch aluminium with cellular is actually $499. And the cheapest version of the Apple Watch stainless steel is $699. So as you can see, there's quite a big difference in price. $200, or in the UK, £200 is not an insignificant amount of money. So I'm gonna go through some of the reasons and the pros and cons for each, so we can decide who the different versions of these watches are actually for. So let's look at the materials. So let's first go with aluminium. So aluminium is actually a cheaper and softer metal than steel. But the good part about that is it makes it a lot lighter. So if you're somebody who needs to use this for any type of activities, like sports, then a lighter watch could provide you the edge over the stainless steel version. Now, aluminium isn't like even though it's cheaper, it's not like a metal that's not used in really big industries. For example, aircrafts are built using aluminum. So it's not exactly something that's just a throwaway product. So it is actually used to make other high-end products. So for stainless steel, the big pro here, it's stronger than aluminium, but that does mean it's also quite a bit heavier than aluminium. So on the watch, you will feel the difference between the aluminium and the stainless steel versions. The stainless steel version is definitely heavier, but that comes with extra strength too. Another pro for the stainless steel is it doesn't react in any adverse way to food. And I know, look, this is a bit of a fun one, but if you want to eat your Apple Watch or eat with your Apple Watch, then the stainless steel is the one to go with. The next thing we'll look at is aesthetic versus durability. The aluminum version, of course, is more of a matte type feel, less shiny than the stainless steel version. You might say actually it will show less scratches in the long run. It also now, with the new version Series 6, has different colors. So if you want to go with the different colors, you have to go with the aluminium version. In terms of durability, it has a slightly weaker screen than the stainless steel, or to be fair, quite a considerably weaker screen than the stainless steel. It uses something called Ion glass, which is not as strong as what is found in the stainless steel version. So the stainless steel version has more of a polished, glossy, shiny look to it. Some might say it's more of a classic watch type look to it. It's probably a little bit more susceptible to the micro scratches if you look really closely over time. In my experience, I haven't had too much of that, but your uses may vary, right? And in terms of the actual glass, it's made of sapphire crystal glass, whatever that means. But I know what it does mean is that it's quite a bit stronger than the one found in the aluminium version. So that might be something you want to consider when you're making your decision. So why did I get the stainless steel version this time around and not the aluminium version? So there's two reasons for me. One, I like the glossy, polished, kind of shiny look to the stainless steel version. I feel like it resembles more of a classical watch look. And also if you pair it with a really nice band and maybe like a more classical minimalist type watch face, it can really start to look like a traditional watch and has more of that understated vibe, in my opinion. Now the second reason is it's more of a personal thing, right? So I just wanted to, and I'm not the kind of person who really buys flashy things just for the sake of it. And in this case, I just wanted to just push the boat out a little bit, treat myself a little bit, and just do something that I wouldn't necessarily do, and kind of just remove some of those self-limiting beliefs, you know, those kind of scarcity mindset type of thinking, and just, you know, why not, right? I don't regret getting it. The only thing that would have pushed me to get an aluminium version is if this Series 6 watch came with like 3-day battery life. Then maybe I would have just traded my stainless steel version in and got a cheaper aluminium one and just saved the money. Now, moving on to the point of this whole video, what should you do? Which watch should you buy? Now, I say if this is your first Apple Watch, or if you're really wanting to get a watch for more of the activity tracking, working out, or you want to watch where you can have more choice in terms of color, definitely get the Apple Watch aluminium. I think it's a good entry level, you know, route into the Apple Watch ecosystem, and with less weight, I think it's probably better for working out. You do have to bear in mind that it has a slightly weaker glass, so you don't want to be too excitable, shall we say, when you're working out with that watch. Now, if you just want more of a casual, more fashion orientated, classical look, then I would go with the stainless steel. I prefer it because it's more fashionable, more minimalist. It's a little bit more understated to me. It feels more like a traditional watch. And if you're more into that in terms of the aesthetics, you will have to pay for it. But whether that's worth it or not will obviously be up to you. Me personally, I think they're both great choices. If you want an Apple Watch, I don't think you can go wrong with either of them. It's just whether or not you want something that's more classic style or one that's more just like a activity smartwatch type of look. So thanks for watching this video. The journey to 1,000 subs continues. So if you want to join the journey, subscribe down below. And if you found it helpful, please hit the like button.
Do I need to tell you what the you can do with an aluminum tube?